Diablo 4 quarterly update, August 2022, and with the announcement of no paying for power just got announced officially in this post, and I think that's great news for a lot of Diablo players. So let's start off with what is exciting, what's to be expected with this post. I'm not going to read every single thing on screen, I'm just going to give you guys the important information, so let's go ahead and go over it. So starting right off, they're going to be making a first season available soon after launch. And also, the most important thing is we get 4 seasons a year, so there's going to be 4, what I would consider more major updates to the game. In addition to that, they also mentioned that they're capping Paragon Points, which was actually something mentioned before, but they're just kind of touching upon it again, and I think that's good, because sometimes systems get changed as the game does have some changes added to the game. Sometimes things get cut. If you guys remember in Diablo 3, there was like this charm system, and that never really came out. So sometimes things do get announced, and now we're getting more confirmation that Paragon Points are still going to be capped, and I think that's overall a great decision. So it's going to be measuring your skill both by dexterity and theory crafting, so that's kind of cool. It also allows players who missed the last season to participate, so I think that's great. And then this season design requires that all sources of character power come from playing the game, so you will not be able to pay for power in Diablo 4, so that's cool. Going further into this, I was hoping they would touch upon this Paragon board, or this endgame like mechanic over here with these new things called Glyphs. So briefly over here, I'll go over the picture and maybe we can kind of theory craft on what exactly is this thing that they're mentioning. But important thing with this post, because they don't explain exactly how this thing works, but they're going to be constantly adding new legendary and unique items, Paragon boards, glyphs, and more that will continuously refresh the meta and create new build opportunities. So that's really cool. So in terms of this Paragon board, before they had this like rotating board, if you guys kind of remember that. So looking at these glyphs over here, what I think these are, this is kind of just my idea, is we're going to acquire these glyphs and we have to put them into the Paragon board. Think of basically sockets and nodes that we put them in, and depending on potentially the way we orient them, being I guess adjacent or maybe perpendicular to certain like nodes, this could open up the doors for completely new builds, different ways to actually add more customization to the game. So overall, this is really cool. Again, it used to like have this like rotating system to kind of show like another board, and I think how this works is these are connected via this little like gate here, and depending on how you want to orient it, maybe you can flip it. This is what I'm really interested in. I wish they touched upon this a little bit more, but we're also going to be taking a look at more monetization as well as like the season journey. So just like in Diablo 3, we have the season journey where if we complete it, most of the quests in here, we can see they're relatively simple. I mean, just do some dungeons, interact with the jeweler, craft an item. These seem very, very like friendly for people that may not want to like, you know, have like a complete GR 150 or something like that. So these seem like most of these are designed around being able to achieve this for most players. At least as of right now, there's only a few you know, things shown here, but there are rewards. Looks like there's some sort of like I don't know if this is going to be like a ring. I'm guessing that's what that is, unless we're going to have like a wrist like bracelet here. And then for the chapter rewards, I'm not sure what these are. You guys can speculate. Is this inventory space? Is this some sort of like thing you put maybe on the horse as more inventory? Because it looks like there's some sort of like ring that holds the item, maybe that can be attached. I don't know. Or maybe it could be the like wardrobe where you can have different like, you know, set items that you just equip, that we have like the armory in Diablo 3. That's what this could be, but again, feel free to go ahead and comment what you think it is, because they didn't actually specify what it is. So in terms of the monetization, let's talk about that a little bit here. So starting right off, there is going to be a season pass. There's going to be free tiers and a premium section over here, but they've already mentioned you can't buy power, so that's great. But they can earn a variety of rewards for free just by playing. At any point during the season, they can purchase the premium pass to unlock the ability to earn premium rewards tiers containing seasonally themed cosmetics and premium currency. So I'm wondering, what is this premium currency for, right? I'm guessing this is going to be for the skins here. It also says the season pass awards cosmetics. Like the shops, these don't affect gameplay. Additionally, certain cosmetic types are exclusive to the season pass. So certain items will be exclusive to the season pass. That's like no surprise over there. And there's also the premium currency that they specify here. They can spend this currency on cosmetics offered in the shop. So in terms of like the price point here, these could just be placeholders. Everything is set to 666 right now, so I'm not sure what the currency conversion rate is, but here's what we got for the cosmetics in terms of like the items here. So it looks like there's a line of area, Higher to the Sea, Wraithlord, Fractured Magic, and it's kind of cut off here. We don't get to see the full thing, but it says maybe Raised by Wolves, so that's going to be cool. Maybe that's like a druid theme set. So what's cool with with this is they even mentioned that if you purchase it on one, you'll have it across all the characters. So that's really awesome indeed. So here is kind of visually what they look like. Here is what looks like to be a Necromancer one. So this is the Wraith lore. You can see you get the bundle. And what's cool with this is each piece is kind of individually like shown here. So you can see the entire skin. And it seems like you can maybe like rotate the characters as well in the item shop. So that's a great thing to be able to see exactly what you're getting here. And then on top of that, being able to select individual pieces. I know in some games when you put on cosmetic, it covers the whole character. Whereas this, it looks like you're able to select individually these pieces. It shows like each piece. So I'm hoping we can like, you know, not show one piece or transmog, whatever the case may be. That will be awesome. They even have weapon transmogs over here. There's one that you can see that there's like a helmet, what looks like to be a bow, and then maybe some sort of like shield or something like that. I'm not sure. Or maybe that's a skull. It's really tiny as far as like the little icon here. But I'm wondering if that is perhaps like these are the classes that can wear it. I'm guessing the helmet is like Barbarian. The one that looks kind of like a dagger and a bow, that's probably going to be the Demon Hunter or the Rogue. And then looks like obviously the other little icon's Necromancer because it has it for all of them. So I think some of them will be able to be transferred between classes. So that's awesome as well. They show off a few different ones over here. So you can see what looks like to be, this is probably going to be the Barbarian one. There's a Necromancer one over here. I really like this helmet. And then we have what looks like to be a Rogue one. So the screen captures of legendary armor is earned through the game on the left versus armor in the cosmetics shop. So if you guys are wondering, like, you know, what's the difference between armor that you're purchasing in the shop and the ones that you'll earn in game, these are some of the differences. So in terms of like, you know, glowy VFX, there's none here, which I like the like classic Diablo like 1 and 2 looks for the most part. So no insane VFX in terms of like bright shiny things, but some people like those things and that's okay too. But this is at least what seems to be in the first iteration of the cosmetics. So there's also armor transmogs in the shops are available for all character classes, characters of that class. So that's pretty cool. So if you buy it on one, I guess you'll be able to use it on multiple characters. So that's great. Then they wrap it up with some like closing thoughts over here. The only real important thing that I wanted to highlight is, again, once you unlock a cosmetic from the shop for a given class, you can use it on every character of that class on your account. So you don't have to like repurchase it if you make another like different character of the same one, if that makes any sense. So that's great. So I'm curious to know what you guys think of this. Are you guys happy with this brand new announcement and the monetization system? Keep in mind there's going to be expansions that will also be paid in this game. For me overall, as long as expansions are like massive and they add a lot more content, that's what I'm really looking forward to the most. In terms of like season pass, if it's just cosmetics, that's great. I think the game needs to generate some sort of revenue. That way all players can experience the new content for the new season, maybe in a way where it's like everyone can access it without like locking players out. It's like, oh, you don't have the expansion, we can't do this dungeon because you don't have that. So hopefully that there will be some ways so everyone can experience all the content, and this is one way for them to generate revenue from it. But let me know your thoughts down below. But that's on the official post. I'll link it down below in case any of you guys want to read it fully for yourself. But thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new and want to see more action RPG content and more games, subscribe, turn the bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Peace.